Gliding through the ranges of the Canadian Rockies, Jim and Sue Meredith are traveling in the Scenoramic car of the Canadian National Railways toward an unforgettable experience in summer vacations. The Merediths are expected, and they get a personal welcome to a mountain wonderland. The car is waiting, and their baggage is collected. Driving through Jasper town site, the Merediths find a compact community with a variety of stores, restaurants, and churches. A hospital, theater, and accommodations open the year round. The Raven Totem points the way to an unusual adventure in holiday country. Only 10 minutes away from Jasper Village, the Merediths enter a world of play and pleasure, rest and recreation, surrounded by the most dazzling assembly of alpine scenery on the North American continent. Jasper Park Lodge is the latest word in rustic luxury and all the 4,200 square miles of its namesake, the unrivaled splendor of Jasper National Park. Facing the blue mirror of Lac Beauvert, the lodge is a holiday home for people who want to get away from it all and take the best of it with them. The Merediths have chosen a guest cabin not far from the central building. They like the lively life, but Sue favors a secluded corner to share with Jim when they feel like being alone. Beyond the picture window is a living postcard. Its exhilarating elements to be explored and enjoyed in the leisurely days ahead. Sunny skies and unlimited space. The only population explosion at Jasper is in the lakes and rivers. The trout outnumber the fishermen 10,000 to 1. The remedy for outdoor appetites is available everywhere, including an outdoor barbecue. A diversion for another day is simply a matter of choosing a horse to fit your temperament. Whether it's an hour's jog along a bridle path or an overnight trail ride, the scenery of this mountain kingdom changes with every turn. The golf course at Jasper is in the championship class. Along the fairways and greens of 18 holes bearing names like Collins Clout, Miette, Pyramid, The Bad Baby, Cavell, and The Climber, there is something magical to look at as far as the eye can see, whenever it isn't necessary to keep your eye on the ball. It's all out there, the immense valleys spangled with lakes, the mountain meadows and flowering alplands, encircling the man-made comforts of Jasper Park Lodge. The glowing summit of Mount Edith Cavell, blending into evening clouds, provides a magnificent backdrop for the Meredith's dinner table. One pleasure leads to another. It's only a matter of making a choice. The Merediths find the dance floor irresistible. But if dancing is not your mood, you can drop in at one of the lounges, play a game of cards, see a new movie, visit the recreation room. Or as an alternative to the inside festivities, a stroll through the gardens in the nighttime stillness of the Canadian Rockies. Morning brings its promise of another golden day in the clean, clear Canadian air. No big city smog here, only the scent of pine and spruce. And at breakfast time, a whiff of coffee and bacon. Rested and refreshed, Jim and Sue start the day with a plunge in the pool. The wonders of this wildlife sanctuary are everywhere, waiting to be enjoyed. The year-round residents of Jasper National Park are most cordial to visitors. Sometimes it's hard to tell just who's on holiday. And there's no fear of the hunter who shoots big game with a camera. One of the truly spectacular attractions at Jasper is the Sky Tram. The Merediths consider it an irreplaceable experience, with its awesome views of the Athabasca Valley stretching northeast beyond the reach of the eye, and to the west, the Yellowhead Pass. Both Sue and Jim are pleased to learn that this million-dollar tramway in the sky is one of the safest forms of mechanized transportation known to man. Down to earth again, but still more than a mile above sea level, it's a breathtaking walk under the towering grandeur of Mount Edith Cavell. High on the flank of this cathedral among mountains are the outstretched wings of Angel Glacier, soaring out of the earliest history of our planet. Another new experience in transportation enters the holiday life of the Merediths. They take a trip by snowmobile across part of the vast Columbia ice field. Sue and Jim are enchanted and overwhelmed by their visit to the Athabasca Glacier. In less than 2 hours' drive from the lodge, they've come from a summer to winter setting on a memorable excursion to the largest field of ice south of the Arctic Circle, a timeless land whose melting glaciers travel thousands of miles to feed 3 oceans. On their way to the Atlantic, Pacific, and Arctic Oceans, these furious waters have slowly altered the landscape to accommodate their flow. Looming large among the sculpture of centuries is Moline Canyon, a pathway nearly 200 feet deep, carved through solid rock by the ceaseless wear of water on the move. Beneath the immensity of Mount Kirkestlin, the tumult of Athabasca Falls is another striking result of natural forces in conflict. Momentarily stilled in the palm of the wilderness, these same melting glaciers replenish the serene majesty of Moline Lake, as unspoiled as it was in the early days of creation. For the Merediths, their Jasper Holiday ends as it began, rolling along in the scenoramic car of the Canadian National Railways. But with them always is a shining memory of their visit to a place for people in love with life.